Oh, sorry, my internet cut out. I'm not feeling too good today, to be honest. I haven't heard from somebody in like a week. I have other stuff going on. I'm just too stressed out. Wish I could be like Charlie here. Charlie's just relaxed.
I'm a member of STARS.
Sonic! Wait! You're caught! Slice left! Sonic! Slice left! Moonsault! Over here! Sonic! Sonic side! Moonsault! Over here! Sonic! Moonsault! Moonsault! Sonic! Moonsault! Wait, take that! Wait, take that! Wait, somersault! Over here! Sonic! Sonic! Moonsault! Sonic! Over here! I'll end you!
No, I've been really bummed about Arise. I really wanted to like that game. I've just had a lot of things happening this month. Past few months, actually. Just haven't felt like doing anything. I think a lot of people feel like that right now, though. The pandemic won't end. I think I just need a long break. Or just be like Charlie here. Charlie doesn't got anything. Love Charlie. He's a good boy.
Yeah!
Charlie, man. Finally got up. Been on my lap for like over an hour. Got shit to do, I guess. Later, man. Charlie's a good boy. How you doing, man? enjoying playing video games where the enemies react to attacks. The Arise, cleansing of Arise, my system. Or at the very least, games with hyper armor where characters doesn't just stand there and let themselves get killed. No animation lock allowed. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not playing that game anymore until there's more mods for it. I might make some accessories or something because that's just relaxing. But like actually playing that game, nah, I'm done. I was getting too agitated playing it. It's just unless it's like DMC style mods where they like completely change everything. I don't know, I just want to focus on other stuff. All that stuff has to be fixed at the engine level too. That requires a lot of expertise and time. That's generally how PC games are with mod teams. First like month or so, it's mostly just gonna be texture mods, maybe like minor polish shit. Like, you know, there was one mod for Kingdom Hearts 3 that removed the intro, removed all the logos. Because that game is like 30 seconds of logos before you can even load anything. That was pretty useful. But that game got like full gameplay mods too later on. I think Arise will probably be like that at some point. I don't see a point in playing it hardcore right now. It's going to be a lot better. Uber would not come out. That's a shame. Did it crash? I think it just crashed. That is not a game you want to crash because it takes like 4 minutes to load. Alright, well. Why did it crash? That's so random. I've reset back to the title screen in that game like countless times. But that time it just said no. Just, nah. I don't want to function today. I didn't even bother with the fishing. I just gave myself money. I didn't even bother with it. I'll do menial tasks like that to get money in a game like this, but not a single player game. Just make the monsters drop gold. Why is that so hard? I'm not gonna do that fishing mini game for like over an hour to make like 30,000 gold. They're out of their damn minds. Not happening. I'm not into that. I'm really not. I don't know. That game just really does feel like it feels like a free to play game, but it costs $65. It's just like, I don't know. It's nonsensical, of course, but you have all these random mobile game timers and shit in it. Yeah, I don't hear anybody talking about this either, but like almost the entirety of the New Game Plus options, they're paid now. Almost all of them. Double experience, all that stuff. You have to pay for it now. It's like on one hand, they made it a lot easier to just play the game again. Because the main stuff is the owls, right? But what they don't tell you is that a lot of those things in those packages, you can't get them elsewhere. You have to pay for them. Double experience you cannot get. That is not a that's not unlockable in the game for free. You have to pay for it. The grade shop got gutted. I mean, there's no real grade shop in that game per se, but it still got gutted pretty hard. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I don't remember which packages it is, but a lot of that stuff in there, you you can't get it in the game. Which one is it? Yeah, none of these here. You can't get them in the game. They're not early unlocks. They're exclusive unlocks. Um, there's a couple others too. Yeah, this game has very aggressive microtransactions. Worse than some of the service games I play. But service games, it's usually like, you can get this for free, but you have to grind a really long time. You might have to save up for like months, but you can still get it. Like it's still available to get for free. It's just you have to grind hard, and then you're thinking about like the events are timed. Like if you don't pay, and then if you don't get lucky, then you're not going to get it. Like this is nothing like that though. This stuff you cannot get without pay. It's completely paid. The only thing in this one you can't get is the cure points reduction. The rest of it is just that's just stuff you could grind. That one's not that bad. Like that one is pretty normal stuff for Tails. Time saving shit. Yeah, this right here, 99 items. 99 items is something you always unlock with Grade Shop, the other games. You start with 15 or 30 and then it goes up to 99. Here, you have to pay for it. 1,000 HP, got to pay for that. Uh, permanent cure point bonus. You cannot get that without playing the game. I think the max without paying for this stuff is like 800. If you pay for these microtransactions, like 1,000, which is actually a pretty huge difference. But yeah, 99 items. That's always been, ever since they started doing New Game Plus, always been able to get that. That's not even getting into this stuff. Whole moves you can't unlock. And they don't tell you that either. There's exclusive moves in here. This is all stuff you would get. This is all stuff you would get from grinding too, just playing. No, there's been a lot of people calling out Arise. It's just like every other game. First like 2 weeks, people think it's the best thing ever, and then however long it's been marketed for, people hype it up to be like this amazing thing. And after people actually sit down and play it for themselves and form their own opinion, people always turn on it, depending on the severity of the game. The thing about Arise is it's like the game works, right? You can't complain about that. It works. I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 bugs in that game. Which for a game released in the modern era is actually pretty damn impressive. It actually works. It's mostly just going to be people that actually care about gameplay and shit that are going to be calling anything out, really. It's not like Cyberpunk or Sonic Colors Ultimate. It's like the game does not work. It barely functions. Rise is just like the game works, it looks nice. There's no like real problems with like just playing it, but gameplay wise, mess. It's a lot harder to get critiqued when that's what's wrong with the game, not just like it literally doesn't work. All those Cyberpunk glitch videos back when that came out, I was like, all you needed to know right there. Like the game is like just decomposing and it like barely even worked on the PS4 and the Xbox. The Rise, it's like, you can tell they put a lot of work into like beta testing it, QA testing it. I just don't think they did any focus testing. Really would have helped that game, or if the demo had been like actually used to get feedback instead of just, hey, we're going to give you this demo from 6 months ago and sell you on the game thinking that maybe it will be a lot better, but then the demo has the exact same problems. There's like one thing that was fixed in the demo. Oh, that was the air dodge. Everything else wrong with that combat was not fixed whatsoever. In an era where we're always paid beta testers, right? We pay for shit that doesn't work for months. And it's like actively stupid to buy a game for full price. I can't front on Arise for that. They did they did a lot of QA testing on it, I'm sure. And that's not something you should have to commend developers for, actually shipping something that works at release, but they're kind of at that point in the game industry. Pay full price for something, it's like being paying them to beta test it.
Are you ready?
I heard that Deathloop game is a lot like that too. I heard that game is actually pretty good if you're into shooters, but the PC port is horrendous. There's people in those reviews who are like, I have a 3090 and it runs at like 10 FPS. I'm like, alright, you fucked up there. It's, you always get those kind of reviews where it's like, I'm running this 2021 game on a 15-year-old laptop and I'm upset it doesn't work. And it's like, okay, at some point you have to accept that you need to upgrade your hardware to run modern games. But when you have like people with the best equipment in their computers possible and it doesn't run, then that's a serious problem. I don't know how that keeps happening either. Because it's like if they can't run it, then nobody else can. I mean, you do have the luxury of with a one-time purchase like paid game, you don't have to optimize it as much. But with a free-to-play game, you have to, because that's part of the reason why those games are successful. Nobody likes League of Legends. Everybody hates playing that game. Everybody says that they wish they could quit, and that it's painful to play and stuff. But it's like it's free, and it runs on the worst hardware. So people will play it because they don't have access to anything else. But with like a $60 game, I think a lot of these developers feel like, oh, we're just gonna do it later. I'm actually curious. I want to look that up right now. Yeah, here's this game right here. I wonder if they fixed it already. An update. Continuing to investigate. So basically, we don't know how to fix it. Wow. I'm stuttering on a 3090. That's when you know you fucked up. Like, that's like being in like an MMO and having like maxed out paid gear and getting killed by someone who's level 1. Like, that's not something that should happen. Like, completely maxed out computer. Wow. And they have de novo in it too, which probably isn't helping. Actually, considering that Arise has had over 10,000 players since release, and this game only has under 10,000. That says a lot. People are very divisive about Arise's gameplay and the story and stuff, but I mean, the port works. I had zero problems with it. Thirty. 32 gigs of RAM, R9 3950, and can't run 60 FPS. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to feed the cats. I'll see you guys later.